Welcome to Silver Pro, sponsored by Hero Bullion. I am Yankee Stacking. I'm here with my co-host, Silver Dragons.
Hey, what's up, Yankee? How's everyone doing tonight?
And we're going to discuss what I hope is a really interesting and helpful video, silver stacking pitfalls.
Okay, but Yankee, so we're talking about pitfalls. And we've done a few, videos that were kind of like sort of silver stacking 101, but this is going to be a little bit more intermediate, right? Are we saying 201 on this?
Yes, I think it's a 201.
Oh, so this is for the intermediate stackers.
Really. I hope there's some really good nuggets. I have some sites I want to bring up and show people some pitfalls that they may or may not be aware of. We're going to start off with stacking paralysis.
That sounds terrifying.
It is.
I hope I don't get that.
I know, right? You've been diagnosed.
Is that when you stack so much silver that you try to lift it up and it paralyzes you? Is that what we're talking about here?
No. I think some stackers have a hard time, pulling the trigger on a silver purchase. Mm-hmm. And I'm not against, dollar cost averaging or even macro timing with, technicals, right? Technical trends. I think that can help. As you show that Zombuck.
Well, we're talking about paralysis.
I know, right? That's perfect.
The morgue Ann. All right, no, keep going.
It's just that I think some silver stackers become myopic, for lack of a better word. They get the big picture, why they're stacking.
And here's the thing, too. A lot of newer stackers especially, they see the price going down, and they're like, oh, time to get out. Time to sell. What did I do wrong? And it's like, no. Now's the time to be backing up the truck, guys. Like, it just went on sale. That's what we're talking about.
I agree. But I think there are still some people out there that maybe think that silver's headed to the teens. I highly think that that's not going to happen. And I think people sometimes get, it's not time to jump in. It's not time to jump in. I'm going to wait. I think that's a mistake.
Now or last year or a year from now, it's still going to be a good time to be getting into silver because this is sort of a long-term strategy, right? You stack and hold, at least for stackers. We're not trading it. We're not getting in, getting out. Honestly, it doesn't really matter that much when you get in, but you got to make that first purchase. And you got to start buying silver.
This is the time. I think we're heading into an amazing bull run. You don't want to be paralyzed. You should be consistently buying. This is what happened, back in the 70s when I was a kid. This happened in 2007. I'm convinced we're going to see it happen in this decade.
And people, they see silver at 27, 28 bucks an ounce, whatever it's at right now. Yep. It's bouncing around, and they're like, oh man, I missed the bottom. Like I didn't get in.
Well, or they think a new bottom is coming. They're going to wait.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we're going to get that $12 silver. I've said this before. It's very possible that we'll never see silver go under $20 an ounce ever again. Ever. I mean, it might.
You said that with me live, I believe.
I've said several times I've said it. And so, I do feel like silver and gold are both a bargain still. So, yeah, you don't want to have that paralysis. Get in, especially when you can.
Don't be paralyzed, right? That's the first thing, stacking paralysis. What's the second thing, Silver Dragons?
Well, as far as pitfalls go, I mean, one of the biggest ones is definitely just wasting money. There's it's not. I'm not saying like just buying silver bullion, like buying legitimate bullion. That's not wasting money. But there are ways you can waste money by doing it wrong, messing up, accidentally buying fake stuff, etc., etc. So,
fake.
Yeah, should we take a look at some different potential fakes?
We should. And this is timely because I've been receiving emails from people getting all excited over stuff like this. Yankee, check it out. Oh my word, it's an American Silver Eagle for just $18.98.
$18.98. What a steal.
Dragons. No.
Straight from Alibaba.
But what's the tip-off? Because people really do fall for this. They call it the American Silver Eagles trademark. That's the name?
That's sketchy.
It's sketchy. Look at this one. Look. Immense popular among investors and collectors of silver bullion. The American plated silver eagles coin is what? Okay.
I mean, that picture there looks like a real eagle. Like they're putting pictures in of real eagles, but they're just trash.
Don't fall for this pitfall.
Yeah, they're worthless.
Garbage. Now, you just sent me one. This one.
Another link. Yeah, someone emailed me this link, and they're like, check out these eagles. And I'm like, no, don't check out these eagles. They're fake.
$9.90. What a bargain, dude.
It's fake. And then they just make a new website. Every time one gets shut down, another 10 pop up. So you got to know if it's, if it seems too good to be true, it is.
Oh, by the way, just a website for people to check out, fakebullion.com. They've got a whole fake bullion database, really nice. And people need to check their bullion. So that's a big pitfall that you need to watch out for because you'll waste your money big time. What's another way we can waste our money, SD?
Now, this might be more the semi-noomies, but, it's possible sometimes you buy something off of eBay, and it is legitimate, but the quality, like, you think it's BU, but it's not. It's a big hassle to return it, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, you really need to be buying from legitimate bullion dealers. No, you're going to get high-quality stuff. But, that's another way you could kind of, have a bad experience.
There's somebody in our community that people know that reached out to me and said, Yankee, somebody took the picture and it was an auction and it wasn't yours, okay, but it was a fuzzy picture. And he thought, again, from a numismatic standpoint, he was getting an XF, and it turned out to be a G. Poor quality pictures. I know, right? Paid top dollar for it. It can happen on eBay, it can happen on Facebook Marketplace. The worst picture, they're like a UFO picture, okay? Right. They're horrible.
I actually fell into this pit. I bought something that was cleaned, and if you don't know, this really hurts the value. So I bought a numismatic. Well, it's a semi-numi or a numismatic, but it was cleaned, and I couldn't really tell from the picture, and it really hurt the value. So I paid way too much for this, but that's something you need to be aware of. Whatever grade you think it is, if it's cleaned, it's going to be about 2 grades lower is the actual value.
That's what they told you, right? 2 grades?
I took it into my local coin shop. They helped me, make sure it's real. I mean, obviously, you want to make sure you're getting a real coin because people cast these and stuff like that, some of the fakes. But, they're like improperly cleaned. But what's another way people could waste money, Yankee?
Well, I just did a video on one of them, and that is if you buy a stolen item. If you go and buy someone in a private sale someone's silver and it's stolen, you could be in real big trouble and waste a lot of money. Get fined thousands of dollars. If it's a felony, you can actually go to jail. You got to be very, very careful when you're buying privately that the silver and gold is legit and not stolen. Thank goodness what I purchased in that video was not stolen. But yeah, that's a pitfall where you could really waste a lot of money. That's
definitely something to keep in mind. But another thing is failed flips. I know a lot of people try and buy things to resell.
I'm just thinking of like a failed army, somebody doing a flip and landing flat.
Oh, like a front flip and land on the back?
Right, no, but
that's kind of what it is. I mean, essentially that would be buying a coin to resell, and then it's not as hot as you thought it would be, maybe even lose money. In fact, there was the commemorative Mayflower that came out, the quarter ounce gold. And I thought it was going to do really well on the secondary market. I bought one of them and ended up not really doing that well. It's pretty flat. And so right now I'm about even on it. And so that could be a potential fail flip, or I'll just hold on to it forever. So.
I think, exactly. I think a lot of times when people buy something they think they're going to flip and it's a fail, they just put it in their permastack and move on. Let's talk about the third pitfall. And it's kind of tied to the second one, wasting money, but it is more of a financial pitfall, okay? And it's how people buy their silver. One of the biggest mistakes, I think, and I get this a lot, is, Yankee, should I buy my silver with my credit card? I get cash back, right?
Oh, my goodness.
What do you think?
Absolutely not. never, ever, ever pay with a credit card. And okay, you know, there's some people that they do really well with the cashback credit cards. They have the cash, they pay it off right away. But typically there are credit card fees, like a 3% fee when you buy online. So unless you're buying on eBay and you're doing the eBay bucks and you're like a pro, I mean, that's a 301 course. We're just 201 here. So I would say for like 99% of people, no to the credit card.
Yeah, I think you're right. I've seen, well, there's another person, a wonderful guy in our community, pretty new to a channel. He sent an email out to me saying, Yankee, I plan on doing a bunch of giveaways, and I just want you to know I ran into some financial trouble, and I had to sell my stack. I think
and he just recently bought a lot of it too.
Oh yeah, and he had a pile of it.
Oh man!
And now this is the other financial pitfall that I wanted to mention, and that is not having any margin or not having any emergency cash or buying too much too fast.
Right. Yeah. If you just spend all of your savings into silver and then something happens and you have to sell your silver, you're going to lose money. Maybe you could get lucky and there's a spike and you just bought it and then you're able to resell it pretty close. But if you buy and then have to sell, yeah, you're going to lose money. So you need to have a little emergency cash.
I mean, so no credit cards, no debit cards.
E-check.
Right. E-check. That's a great way to do it.
So I just want to show off
look at that
high premium. Is that smoking?
That is gorgeous, man.
Woo!
You were the dragons.
That's an ice cream cone. For some reason, I like dragons and silver. I don't know why.
For some reason. Don't understand why. The last point around financial pitfalls is you got to be careful what online bullion dealer you use. Some of them are extremely expensive. Does that resonate with you, man?
No, absolutely. Can I tell a story about a call I recently got for some overpriced bullion?
Please do.
Okay, so I got a call from a company. I don't want to say their full name, so I'll just call them Universal Coin and Schmolian. So anyway, they were trying to sell me 1895S Double Eagle in MS63. It was like a PCGF or whatever. And they wanted $5,000 for it, right? And they're saying, oh, it's super rare. You know, this is the time to be buying these. And I'm thinking to myself, that's not even an ounce of gold, is it? And so what did I do? I went on to eBay for sold listings. And sure enough, I found one for under $3,000.
There you go.
And they were like, oh, well, that's some private party. And I'm like, okay. And so I went to APMEX. APMEX had the same coin for sale for $3,500. And so I told them, like, hey, man, this is sketch. Like, I can't believe you're trying to sell these coins to people. And, you know, they're talking them up, etc. So you got to be careful out there. You know, always shop around. Make sure you're getting the best price, whatever you might be buying, because you could be taken.
That's it's not the same as fake, right? It's like the websites we showed. This is legitimate gold.
It's legitimate. It's just way overpriced, and people don't know because they're saying, "Oh, it's a numismatic. Exactly. There's a huge market. These are rare. They're so old," and so you got to be careful.
Look at that beautiful. Man,
those are smoking.
Detail on that. Woo!
That's gorgeous.
Well, even the Queenie is not bad on this side, but anyway.
So I don't know about that. Wouldn't go that far.
So that's the financial pitfalls we need to avoid. Here's one tactical pitfall. In fact, this one, I believe this one was the #1 pitfall in one of your videos a while back.
Yeah, this could be the worst mistake right here.
Yeah, this is one pitfall you must avoid, and it is so hard to do.
Right.
And that is telling everyone about your stack.
Oh, or really anyone. I mean, it depends,
within
right?
reason, right?
Yeah, you probably should tell your spouse, you know, if you're, you know, where's all of our savings gone? You got this big pile of silver coins.
Honey, that suitcase is awfully heavy.
Yeah, no, but seriously though, I mean, you got to be careful with your gold and with your silver because you just don't know. You tell someone who you trust. They tell someone else, And next thing you know, you have a little bit of a target on you because you have all of this silver. It's worth a lot of money. And, you know, it could get sketchy, right?
Yeah, you need to really, really trust who you're telling. If you're not, that is a massive pitfall. It could come back to bite you.
Yeah, and obviously, you know, what goes along with that is just security, you know, making sure that all of your stack is secured.
Yeah.
You know, if people want to, you know, see a video on all about storing and etc., check out that video. The last thing, as far as pitfalls go, you know, there's a lot of different people out there with different strategies. And I always hear people saying, oh, you shouldn't be buying eagles, or, you know, you shouldn't be buying silver bars or whatever. And, you know, everyone's got a different strategy. We all live in different parts of the world. So figure out what's best for you, stack to the best of your ability, and also definitely have fun with it. So, yeah, but I hope no one out there falls into any of these pitfalls.
Absolutely not. I do want to shout out our sponsor, Hero Bullion. You gave that incredible double eagle story, which I really appreciate. It made me think of them. This is a site you can trust. You can get great deals. Jake is a phenomenal online bullion dealer. Highly recommend you check out herobullion.com for your stacking needs.
Absolutely. I bought from them several times and always had a great experience.
Always. Great customer service. Awesome product. And I love the way he packages it up, too. It's really special. All right, guys, this was a lot of fun. Thank you for watching. Special thanks to my colleague, Silver Dragons. And I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you next time on Silver Pros.
Stack like a pro.